Okay, so we are back. It is Rise, Risk, Reap Radio. This is the first episode, but I said we are back because I recorded a whole 20 something minutes and it ended up being, I guess I recorded my voice twice. So it sounded real echoey and I had to just trash it. So I'm going to record the whole thing over again. I don't know if I'll do a whole nother 25 minutes. I think it was either 25 or 27. But I'll just get my point across. It is the first episode, so we're just laying bricks here. So anyway, this channel is called Rise, Risk, Reap. We rise and grind. We risk life and limb to get ahead, and then we reap the rewards afterwards. This is for people that have that mindset, the working class, if you will, not the people that have the time to sit in front of a computer all day and stream complete and utter nonsense. Yes, I am a little salty because I wish I could do that, but I'm the working class. I actually keep the society running. So this is for the people that keep the society running and actually contribute to it, to help them get through their work days. I know that people like to listen to things to keep their mind entertained, so this is what that's for, to also give them ways to get ahead, give them motivation, and a little bit of entertainment, a little bit of brain rot in there, as they say, things like that. So today's topic, what I wanted to talk about, well, first let me give the date. It is July 7th, or sorry, July 20th, 2025. So one of the major topics right now going on out of China is called Red Uncle. Some guy dressed like a woman, luring guys over to his house for intercourse. Very, very disgusting situation. And now all of the videos are going out around social media and things like that. So it's a really just horrible thing to have to witness. I've been seeing a lot of reels. Some people have been seeing the actual videos, I guess, going around on Twitter. Hang on a second, let me sip this coffee. Oh, that's good. All right. Sorry about that. I'm going to have to sip this coffee as I go. I'm a little tired. I have a lot to do. But anyway, like I said, videos going around. It's not a good look for men. The women in the comments are letting the guys have it. Is really, really embarrassing for all men right now. A lot of the women are saying, it's a little funny actually. They're saying, I wish I had a date, and then there's a red uncle here taking all the attractive men. So what I was saying in the video I previously recorded, I won't be able to upload it unfortunately, but what I was saying was, a lot of the guys seem to be in good shape, decent looking. They didn't seem to be socially awkward. But here they were, there for the low-hanging fruit. Very, very hard to witness, man. Very hard to witness. It seems like as a society, I guess I can't speak for China, but it seems like as a society here in America, we're that down bad and desperate, because I'm giving the guys the benefit of the doubt that maybe they didn't know it was a guy, but surely when they got there, they noticed it was a guy. They had to have. I mean, it was just painfully obvious. And a lot of the guys still went through with it. Sickening stuff. There was one reel I saw on Instagram where some Indian guy, I guess there was a language barrier. People in the comments were saying the guy was there for school. He was from India going to China as a foreign exchange student for school, and I guess the guy who was dressed like a woman, his breath smelled, and they were doing some sort of exchange on the translator on the phone, and he was talking while he was typing it in, the cross-dressing guy, and the Indian guy put his head back. I guess the dude's breath smelled really bad. The guy who was dressed like a woman, I guess his breath smelled. And so the Indian guy was leaning back. And then the Indian dude still went through with the deed. That is what is going on, man. And I just had to ask myself, like, are we that down bad right now? Is it that much of a chore to get a woman that you would even get online and see a girl be like, "Hey, come beat this up. All you got to do is bring me some gifts, like some fruit or something." I guess the Red Uncle was telling the guys to just bring a gift, and some of the guys were bringing like fruits or vegetables. I saw one guy bring a fish, I believe, and the one guy brought like half a container of cooking oil. Where are we as a society that this could take place? That the guys are this desperate, man. And like the ladies were saying, the guys look like regular guys. They didn't look like to be deformed or be socially awkward. They seem like regular guys you'd see walking down the street. Surely they can get a date, right? And it's just, when I see this sort of thing, you just got to say, like, guys, just take a step back. If it's that hard, take a step back, go to the gym, figure out a career change, put 4 years. I would rather put 8 years of schooling in for something that would make me money, make me like more marketable for a date, than do what I saw these dudes do. I mean, that was absolutely horrible and disgusting and embarrassing for all men. But, and then I asked myself, I said, you know, why are we here? How did we get here? And I realized, like, when I go on dates with women, sometimes when I set dates up, I get a lot of flakes. Like, a lot of women will flake or just lose interest, or you lose interest in them. Either they ghost you or you ghost them. Or you have to put like a lot of work in for, I guess I'll call it the deed. Let's just call it the deed. I don't want to get the video flagged, but you all know what I mean, I'm sure. You have to put a lot of work in for the deed, even though sometimes, like, surely some other guys did not have to wait that long for the deed. Even if you really like the girl, it does feel a little bit discouraging to have to put all that much time in when some other guy, like some Gucci flip-flops and a tank top, came over, and just beat the brakes off it. And then here you are, like, giving flowers and like expensive dates, like destroying your finances and things like that. So yeah, that there is that side of the argument where these guys were dealing with that. Pardon me, let me take a sip of this drink. It's coffee, by the way, hang on. Sorry about that. I really should edit that out, but I don't know if I said it in the beginning, but I am productive myself, just like I'm sure the people or the audience I'm going for is going to be. This is for working class people. So I don't have the time to really edit these videos like I would want to. So typically everything that happens as I record will stay in, except what I did earlier today, which was double up the vocals. I respect you guys too much to do that to you. It would be dreadful to listen to. But anyway, like I was saying, the thing is, dating now, at least here in America, and I would assume in China as well, dating here is just kind of cumbersome, man. It's a chore. It's horrible. And I mean, we know that men will do anything for the deed. The deed is very important to us to get it. And I guess what I'm trying to say is it can like destroy people's lives. It can make you do crazy things. So we really need to figure out some way for these guys to get their heads on straight, but also get what they need. Because as a man, I can say, I know that you start to go insane if you don't have it for too long. So I understand their acceptance of some random, what they believe to be at the time, some random girl offering them a shot at the deed. But what I don't understand, and I cannot support in any possible way, is once they got there, seeing Red Uncle and still going through with it, and then there was the issue with like the breath and things like that. It's like, what are we doing in society? Is it that bad out there, guys? In which case, if it is, like I said, just figure something out, career change to be more marketable, hit the gym. I mean, for God's sake, I mean, even buy it if that's the case. I would rather buy it from what I know to be a woman than deal with what I saw. That was crazy. That was absolutely insane. And it set all men back by like 5 gajillion years. That was not a good look for men. Women are, I think I saw a girl say it. I saw a woman in the comments. She said something along the lines of like, I have anxiety now when I go on a date. She said she has an anxiety now when she goes on a date because she doesn't know if this guy was with Red Uncle or not. And I was like, I can't even be mad at her for saying that because this is crazy. Obviously, the woman was Chinese, but and how cool is that when you go on the internet now, you can see like other cultures, current events, and you can click on their comment and translate it. How cool is that? Isn't that great? We live in such a good time. Yeah, that was just wild. I mean, to even see. What's crazy also is that the videos are there. A woman I know told me she saw the actual videos on Twitter, and I said, I said, yuck. I only saw the reels on Instagram, but even some of the reels were somewhat graphic. Where you could see like they just cut off part where Red Uncle's head was bobbing back and forth doing the quote unquote deed. Just disgusting. And that's right there on Instagram, just showing that the dudes' faces are there. And God, how embarrassing for them, at least for the ones that didn't know it was a guy. But I mean, how could they not have known? What a crazy world we live in right now, man. There's a lot going on in the world that I won't get into right now, but this is just something for entertainment. But there is also a lot that's going on in the world, and predominantly we do want to focus on getting ahead, staying focused on whatever goals we have. And for me personally, I wake up early every day. I'm trying to get back in shape. I don't know if I said that in this recording, but in the other recording I mentioned it. I don't know if I'm gonna show my face or anything yet, so it's all just a work in progress, but I do promise that the channel will get better in recording quality, production, and production value in general. I just don't have a lot of time because I'm constantly working and doing something. I'm getting back in shape, and then I'm also back in the boxing gym working on my boxing skills. Hopefully I can get at least one fight in by the end of the year. So there's a lot going on, but this is for people that work and actually have things going on and want to get ahead. And I just wanted to create a group where we could talk about things like finance, work, realistically investments, even job opportunities for people that are looking, because it's a really, really hard job market right now also. And I didn't say it in this video, but I started out in warehousing and then worked my way over to the oil field, which I have video of all this. But again, I don't know if I'm gonna show my face or not or anything on this channel, but even if I don't, I will eventually show some videos of me working and how I got ahead, started making 6 figures, And there's tons and tons of ways to make 6 figures. That's just the start. I'm trying to get even higher. Now I'm already beyond 6 figures. Trying to hit $250,000 a year soon. So, and I'm still super young. Not doing it in front of a computer. This is just sort of a passion project. All the money I make, obviously I don't make any money from YouTube or anything right now. This is the first episode, but hopefully maybe by the end of next year I'll be at like $250,000 per year, just with work, just doing my work and following my principles. And so this is a group for guys that want to do that kind of see the obstacles of life and the traps that are set and seeing beyond those traps. But that doesn't mean we can't take time to have a little bit of enjoyment in current events, such as this one here, and take lessons from it. Mainly, that's probably one of the biggest things. The craziest thing about it is how they were in such a bad spot, and they were in a bad spot. They took the offer. I don't know exactly how it went. I don't know the super specifics, but my understanding is that they were online and this random girl approached them and offered them some free box. That's my understanding. In which case, all of that seems somewhat normal, actually. The part that's not normal is arriving to said escapade, noticing that it was a guy and still continuing on. I mean, that is just a telltale sign of a decaying society right there. To where it's easier to go and be with some random dude than just get a date. I mean, that is a bad sign for society. And you can't even blame the women on this one, because the dudes are the ones that took this deal like insane. Insane. I would rather spend 4 years. I mean, I said 8 years earlier just to make a hyperbole, but 4 years. Let's say you need your GED, whatever, 5 years. Let's say you got to start from like ground zero. I would rather spend 5 years and like completely transform my life than have to deal with that. And that's how most people should think. Have we given up this much? Can't even just say it's like, oh, that's in China. Like, no, man, that happens over here too on Tinder and crap like that. And even just I'm not even gonna diss the appearance specifically of the women, but there are women that are like out of shape and stuff like that on Tinder, and dudes will still go over to their house and smash them. And then some of them will like flake out on dates and stuff like that, and the dudes will just keep hyping them up. Even when you see in some certain overweight girls outside or at events like concerts or whatever, it seems to be, I mean, I grew up in the 90s, so I feel like it seems a lot harder to even approach a girl that you believe that you're qualified for or overqualified for. So there is some sort of distancing there. What happened there? Is it that the women are delusional now? Or is it that the men are overvaluing themselves? What is it? Something's there. There's something to that. We got to figure that out as a society. Where we're at now is absolutely deplorable. The fact that this happened, you know what it is that really changed my thoughts on it, that really just made me say, all right, this is absolutely ridiculous. Something's got to be done. It was the number of guys that fell for the red uncle thing. If it was just like 5 or 10 or something like that, I would be like, yeah, whatever. Those guys just knew what they were doing and they wanted that. But, and I don't know if the numbers are confirmed, but I read somewhere that it was 1,600 people fell for it. Some of them had like 6-packs. I saw one guy that was super jacked. He had a 6-pack. I'm trying to get my 6-pack back. But the one guy had a 6-pack, and there was a meme or a reel, Instagram reel, where he went 4 times to Red Uncle's house. Where are we? What are we doing? This is disgusting. This is such a stain on China, number one, I ain't gonna lie. But it's a stain on men everywhere. They set men back a quadrillion years with this, just from the sheer number of guys that went with this. But anyway, I have a lot of stuff to do. I don't want to belabor the point. I think going forward, I'll try to record these videos, and then I will show my progress as far as like I do things like investing, and I'm now getting back in shape. So I'll show you guys. And it's nothing crazy. It's just like literally a brick at a time, laying a brick at a time. So eventually you have a wall. So I do, for example, I'll just throw a little bit out there. I do $15 a day in SCHD. I'm sure people know how to do that. It's just I do it on Robinhood, nothing crazy. And I think I do 15 in Realty Income also. And then I do another 15 in, what's the other one I do? I think JEPQ. It's just every day my portfolio gets even bigger and bigger. I think I might show my whole portfolio daily if I do put on any visuals to the channel, but for right now it's just going to be all black because like I said, I'm just really busy. But I wanted to get my channel going, man. I wanted to just jump in, and I'm sure, I mean, obviously this isn't going to be amazing, it's not going to be good. I'm just starting out, but slowly I'm building up the muscle, so I just appreciate if anyone's listening to just work with me a little bit, enjoy the show, and I'll keep getting better as time goes on. See you in the next one. See you on the next rise. Peace.